That has gotten some renewed attention in the Midwest. It involves a child that vanished, a case that has been so hard to solve, and a family that could use your help this morning.
I remember seeing other kids abducted on TV, and I remember I'd just cry and think, if that ever happened to me, I'd fall apart.
But the unthinkable did happen to her. And for 30 years now, Paulette Anderson has been desperately searching for a single clue, any shred of evidence that could lead her to her son Aaron.
And I was 26 years old at the time when he was taken, and I remember thinking, how can people be so mean and wicked and cruel? He was everything to me. And I'm sorry.
On April 7th, 1989, Paulette says she was home making lasagna when the 22-month-old came to her wanting to go outside.
It was the first nice day of the year. It was really nice out. I said, all right. I said, you need to stay right where Mama can see you, and sent him out.
Keeping an eye on him while she cooked, but then at one point she looked up.
And I'm thinking, what the heck, where is he?
She called 911.
And then all of a sudden there's this convoy coming down the road, the dirt road, with cars and police, and I started wringing my hands and going, oh my gosh, this can't be happening to me, this can't be happening to me.
The agonizing minutes turned into hours, then into days. Eventually the search focused on the Snake River that ran right behind their home.
Aaron's parents tell us for 7 to 9 days, search and rescue teams canvassed 6 miles from this river, from this point all the way downstream, and they didn't find a single piece of evidence, not a boot, not a coat, no sign of Aaron.
The bloodhound that we got in yesterday evening took the track right to the water, so we're assuming that's where it went.
They pulled up everything off the bottom, and they said something would have showed up. A river always gives up its body.
It didn't make sense to the Andersons. Aaron's father, Steve, says the bloodhound also traced Aaron leaving the property.
When it was tracking Aaron's scent, it went across the adjoining property, up their driveway, and down the dirt road that way.
Was Aaron abducted? News reports at the time posed that theory from Jerry Morris, a volunteer investigator who looked into this case for missing children in Minnesota.
You don't conclude that he drowned until you find some evidence that would point to that, and there's absolutely no evidence.
Hundreds of tips poured in, but nothing solid. The sheriff's office telling ABC News this case is still open.
That's Nathaniel and Jeremiah.
Over the years, the Andersons went on to have 3 more children, moved away from the house where Aaron vanished, eventually divorcing. But they've stayed united in trying to find their son, launching Facebook pages, and now a new hope.
What if he put his DNA out there because he's like questioning where he came from?
Paulette recently joined a DNA testing site because she believes he's out there.
Clap your hands. Goodbye!
Aaron's father has also not given up hope.
You think your son's still out there?
I'd like to think so. In the event that it's possible that he is, wouldn't it be wonderful to find him? To be able to say, my long-lost son, here he is.
That would be wonderful. The sheriff's office would not comment on whether or not Aaron's parents were ever considered suspects, but that independent investigator tells us he found no evidence to suggest they were involved in his disappearance. They have dedicated their lives to finding him. Okay, please take a moment now and look at your screen. This is an age-progressed photo of Aaron by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Take a good look. Aaron would be 32 years old today. If you or anyone you know has any information about his whereabouts, please call 1-800-THE-LOST. You can also go to our website for more information about his case, as well as the other missing people we have covered right here on GMA. And one of the toughest parts about this story was that mother, that young mother, she was just cooking. Right. And she just let her son go out for a little bit, for a few minutes, and then she never saw him again.
Well, I mean, the DNA option is also so interesting because now people have found each other in ways they wouldn't have been able to otherwise.
And that's given them so much new hope along with social media as well.
Not knowing, it's just, all right, Tom, thank you for that.